Welcome back, peoples. It's me again. Yes, Adero, aka Miss Frizzle, as the students call me. So, this video is a little bit special, extra special, because this, as you can tell by the title, this is a gift. So, I did this journal for my sister, one of my older sisters who lives in Georgia. So, she's going through some rough times right now and desperate need of some normalcy and something that can help her not feel overwhelmed and disorganized with her life at the moment until things are getting better. We've all been there at some point or another where this life has just been overwhelming. So this video is just showing you just a snippet of how I set up the month of September for her. I gave her a 6 month, so this, well, not quite 6 months, but this journal that I did, it's not completed, but I gave her from August all the way to December. And she has space left to do New Year's if she so chooses. When I was doing, because I do, but like I said before in previous videos, that I also do bullet journals and I do my own, but mine does not have the same care that this has. You can see, like, I use pencil to map out where I want to put things. This one I had to put thought into it because I asked her, what does she need help with? Like, what is she struggling with? And some of the things that she wanted was a place to do reflections and gratitudes, to organize her time and appointments for her son, for herself, and so I did my best to give her different spreads, like different designs that can accommodate the things that she needs. So I got this book off Amazon along with the markers and those stencils you see me using with the days, that she can use it herself. So, to take the guesswork out of where does something go, or, how do I write this? And I even used vellum paper to print out some headers and some quotes, some nice inspirational quotes that I can use for the beginning of the month. I do the same thing in my own journal. I would stick a quote for the month that I can refer to as a reminder of self and of a reminder to show yourself grace, because I think that's many things that we don't always give ourselves, is that grace. And sometimes that's all we need. We were quick to give it to others, but not to ourselves. So yeah, I use some of my stationery stuff because, artsy fartsy. So I got vellum and I printed it out because it's thin, see-through, and it writes very nice. It's paper, and you can see me sticking out some of the labels for like a bucket list onto her month, the overview of the month spread. In my journal, I use bucket lists too, and they're more like monthly goals. So something or a few things, maybe no more than 5, I would put, of goals that I want to achieve for that month, and it's a good way to keep myself motivated and not lose time. So the boxes on this calendar are 6x6 dot grids. There is August, here, a sneak peek of August, and of course once I have everything written in, like for example, you see me have the lines marked, I would go over with my eraser and erase them. As you can see, I'm showing you my Primrosa markers. I got these on Amazon. Love them. They color so well. There's no bleed, vibrant colors. I think I have their flora, or not quite, I think it's fauna, because they have 2 sets, flora and fauna. I want to say these are fauna. I could be flora because a lot of greens are in there. I want to say flora. but they're really good. So if you're interested in watercolor markers, check these out. They, yeah, like I said, there's no bleed. So yeah, I used up some of my pet PE tape that I have lying around, and I sent this. By the time this video is posted, she already has this journal already. She's using it, hopefully. She has little stickers and stationery that I made in a little care package for her. And I think this is a nice gift that you can give to a loved one, especially not just because they're going through trying times, but they could use it for like memories. A journal could be used for memories. Traveling, because I also have a travel journal. You can journal your travels with your family, the things that bring you joy, mood board. There's so many uses for it. I know in this age of technology, I know, but I think there is some appeal to having a paper book tangible in your hand feel, because it kind of forces you to slow down, right? And if you make mistakes, so what? You can cross them out, and decorate it to how you feel. I like, me personally, when I'm decorating journals, I like playing around with textures a lot, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, hit or miss, but I like doing it. Like you can see, I'm measuring out the layering, that lace with the quote above it. At the bottom, I'm going to use like the dot tape to stick it in. But yeah, I did that for her. And my hope when she receives this is that she's able to be inspired and to rekindle her passion for life, and find again that strong woman, that patient woman, this woman who is full of love, and silly. That's my sister. That's the sister I know. Yeah, that's my hope for her with this journal, or to build that practice, to build that habit. Yeah, so I cut out the quote. I believe the quote, it says, "Never bend your head, always hold it high, look the world straight in the eye." That's from Helen Keller. Inspirational woman, that. So here I'm just adding some finished touches onto the pages. I got these lovely fall looking leaves on pet tape from Journal Say. And of course the doggo sticker is washi tape. Also got those Journal Say. Love them. I like testing out the markers first, make sure that, they give the right color and vibe. Those that you see me have right now, I'm cutting out four, what you call those, habit trackers. I think four is a nice number. If you don't want to overwhelm somebody, I only use four. If she need more, she can always add it herself. But I think four is a nice number, and I use sticker paper, washi sticker paper for those. Once again, saves me the hassle of having to glue them in and just stick them on like a sticker. And it's transparent and translucent, so I can write, so she can write the heading like what she's tracking. Is she tracking her diet, exercise, period, whatever. That's what that's for. Habit trackers. I also use for. I like these little print ones that I found, so I know I'm definitely going to use them in my own journal. Once again, I'm erasing the pencil marks where I sketched out the things that where I wanted to put them. So next up is going to be like a shopping list and a meal plan. So I gave her space to write a grocery list. I think, I used like a green for accent. And on the next page on the right, that's going to be like a meal plan. Brother, let me tell you, nothing beats a meal plan. It takes the headache out of the week when you know what you're going to eat, when you're going to eat it, and you have the things in your fridge you can season up your meat from before, not upon Sunday. I don't know about nobody else, but I know, say, when I was growing up, Sunday was meal prep time. You'll get big dinner, and then you just season up the meat for the rest of the week. So, because people have school and work, and I don't have time for come home and do all these things after work. So, that was the habit that I grew up with. So, we both did actually. So, I must give her this nice planner so she can plan out beforehand. And it's less stress, and she have it easy. She can plan it out and just get it done. So yeah, that's her meal plan that I'm doing right now for her. pages. This is the dailies. So I intersperse between the dailies a day for reflection, a day for gratitude. They are dispersed in between. And I did this one very simple. It's just like a horizontal spread. As you can see, I'm using the gray marker that came in her set. I think it's a nice softer color than just using plain black. Sometimes I just need a little bit of gray. So I am just going through putting the lines in first, and then I will go in with different color markers depending on the week. You'll see me use different. So I think for one I used blue, another one I used green, and I would go through, keep it interesting so it's not monotonous all the time, and it's also pleasing to the eye. You want to engage with your journal, so you want to do it. You want to come back, and it's aesthetic to the pleasing to the eye. So then I believe I use dark blue first. So I'm putting the numbers in. So on the journals, what I do is same thing on my own. I put the number and then the day that it falls under. So like, so you see Tuesday the 2nd, Wednesday the 3rd, so on and so forth. So the number is below the day, and so it's consistent and concise. Here I'm cutting out some labels again, because my letterings is not the best. Everybody who know me know say my handwriting can summon eldritch horrors and demons if I don't take time to write. So it's because it's not my journal, and I wanted it to look nice and neat and just pleasing to the eye. I decided to do, if the writing, any major handwriting, I wanted to just print them out. Yes, no summoning eldritch horrors here. Here I'm using some blue tape that I got in my stash. I'm not quite sure where I got these sets. I want to say Amazon, but it could also be Journal Say. And you can see I'm playing around with different textures and layering my tapes and designs on it, so it looks nice and some semblance of order. Yeah. So I got these wooden stamps. They're die cut stamps, I think they're called. that have the stamps and have the ink. So you can see these just all of like simple vegetations, leaves, vines, etc. So I was testing out the different blues to see which one I like, and I had under scrap vellum paper, so I can use them as a little bit of like a decorative element on the page. I didn't have any stickers that I like. Sometimes they were too blue or just different, not the right color, so I just used the stamps to just try something, and it worked. I liked how it came out, and I cut around it with the scissors so that it gave it a different type of feel and vibe on the page. So that's what I was doing here, testing out different blues, dark blue and light blue. And yeah, so I think I believe I used 2 of those stamps for this page. So we're on the final pages. I am just, erasing pencil markers, and you see a blue spot. I'm going to use like white paint to get rid of it. I got some ink on my hands. Bah humbug. So I'm going to use white paint to just remove it, and it blends in with the back of the paper. No biggie. You can see I gave her a mood tracker. Something simple. I used the same stencils that came in the packet for her bullet journal. I said binder, I'm in school mode. Yeah, I use it to trace out a lot of those designs with my Pigma Micron pen. And so she can use the markers to color them in. And at the top right hand corner of that page, you'll see I put a key, the key with the different faces, so to denote how she feels that day. There's a smiley face, less smiley face, straight face, and a sad face. I know it's very basic because emotions aren't that simple, but it's a starting point of the overview of the day. And I'm gonna put beside those little emoji faces colors that can match with those emotions. And I mean, who doesn't like coloring? Coloring is very therapeutic at the end of the day, especially if you have a stressful day. It's allows your mind to just be and wander and not have to do heavy lifting, you know? So I thought this was a nice addition to her journal. And I'm going to number them. I think I number them. Or I left it up to chance to see which one she chose for that day. You know, if she wants to do a heart, or if she wants to do a flower, a leaf, who knows, a key. So that's what I did for her in this part of the journal. You can see I'll make sure counting that I have 30 days, because 30 days in September. So I want to make sure I have enough to cover each day. After I finish adding the colors to the faces, as you see I'm doing, like I mentioned before, I think there's going to be one more spread after this. And I think those was just blank pages. So just in case there's something that she wanted that I didn't put for this month and it comes up, she has the space to do it. You know, I can't know for sure exactly what it is that she's going to need. You know, I can only do, give her the at least the basic tools, and something that she can refer to and use, at least offer some peace of mind and ease the mental burden of having to keep your life in order whilst going through a devastating breakup and, upheaval in your family. So, yeah, I used some leftover tape and some more doggo stickers. My sister's a dog person like me, so we're gonna get a dog. We're gonna get a doggo pictures, doggo stickers on there. And the last page is going to be empty spreads for just whatever she thinks of, and easy for that. I'm covering a little mistake. My white paint marker decides to dry up, so I wasn't able to get that one fully. So I was covered up with a little piece of pet tape. There is beauty in imperfections, guys, says the artist. So once I add the final stickers here, I'm going to do one final flip through, erase any pencil mark that I missed, any of those blue paint that I got on the paper because my hands were messy, and cut the edges off overhanging tape, things like that. Once I do that, then you're gonna see me go do a flip through on the setup for September. So in case you don't see me again, well, you are gonna see me again, but I'm going to end it here. I hope this was helpful for those who needed inspiration to make their own setup, and I'll see you again on the next video. As we say in our Jamaica, big up on yourself, stay blessed, and always give kindness, and kindness will come back to you. Bless up on yourself.